So our God needs to go very, very far to forgive us, and yet he does. In Psalm 99, this shocking reality comes out very clearly. So I have been referring to Psalm 99 for a few mornings, but I just want to look with you at it. I just want you to open there and maybe just read the whole thing. But I'm just going to point out a few things. So in verse 2, it says, "Your great and terrible name, for it is holy." Okay. Then verse 5, exalt the Lord, for he is holy. Okay. Then verse 9 also, exalt the Lord our God, worship at his holy hill, for the Lord our God is holy. Okay. It's in this very short psalm, it mentions holiness 4 times, and several other times actually describes holiness without using the word. And when it's not doing that, the psalmist is actually describing God's holy judgment or holy dealings or something of the sort. So the whole chapter is about God's holiness and exalting God's holiness. And then it shouldn't be there, I would think. But in verse 8, it says, "You were a God who forgave them." And I would say, wait. So you're talking about holiness, but that you're talking about holiness, that amazing perfection that sort of shoots out of the picture, just gone, like totally out, like there's nothing, we don't even see the bottom of it. It's so high. Okay, that's his holiness. And then it says, "You have forgiven them." In the right at the end of it, you forgave them. Even though you dealt with their stupidity, it says, well, not in those words, but it says that, still you forgave them. And I would say, why is it there? Why does forgiveness come in there? And the answer to that is his forgiveness somehow operates alongside his holiness, okay? His forgiveness is not in contradiction to his holiness. And that is a huge, important thing in Christianity. Something that we are amazed by. We are just so amazed by it. It's so incredible that this is even, this could even be. But God says to us, yes, my forgiveness operates alongside my forgiveness, holiness. They go together. They are like two peas in a pod. They are like just not separable, and that's like an amazing thought. That this can happen. Now, our beloved Old Testament brothers and believers, really, those saints, those amazing saints, they accepted the concept of the sacrifice, and they said, okay, somehow God forgives, but without Christ, they could not understand it as we do, which is amazing. Like, we have an amazing privilege. It's amazing to live in this age and to understand this, having read the Bible. And I have mentioned this verse many times, but Ephesians 4:32, yet another aspect of it, forgiving one another, even as God for Christ's sake has forgiven you. Okay, for the sake of Christ. Okay, in Christ. Forgiveness and holiness, they go together, or in the work of Christ, or in the person of Christ, through Christ. We could say a few of those things, and they're all true, just in different ways. So he is the one explanation whom the Old Testament saints didn't have, that the Messiah is actually the one, who has done this work for us, and God for Christ's sake has forgiven you. So in Christ, that is a reality. Those two go together, and in Christ, it can be a guaranteed reality that God will always reach beyond the distance that we can imagine, and having reached beyond, he will take hold of us and keep us with him, and keep the relationship going. This is why Christ is the one foundation. 1 Corinthians 3:10. Our faith in life, with God, is built on this one foundation, Jesus Christ. So that's amazing. That's awesome. That is the reason that forgiveness and holiness can go together so well. God bless your day.